Okay, so there's our tangent graph. We were talking about where is it defined? Where's the inverse defined? So if I draw a horizontal line across, I'm going to hit this thing a whole bunch of times. Okay, so how can we chop it so that it passes the horizontal line test? Anybody know? Raise, please. How can we chop it so it passes? What pieces do you want? From where to where? You are very close. At negative pi over 4, we have a point here that would hit 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 times. So you're very close. Negative pi over 2 to positive pi over 2. It's just a piece like this. Those branches will pass the horizontal line test. So tangent inverse is defined, theta, greater than or equal to negative pi over 2, less than or equal to pi over 2. And in degrees, what is that in degrees? Greater than or equal to, what kind of 90? Negative 90 to positive 90. Very good. Okay. Now, how are we gonna do this? We're gonna grab your yellow. You're gonna grab your yellow. And when I say, find me inverse sine, look back in your notes now. Where was inverse sine defined from? In degrees would be fine. Where was inverse sine defined from? Negative 90 to, yeah, so if I ask you for inverse sine, you're going to cover up your unit circle like this, and you're going to give me an angle measure anywhere from here to here. Okay? When I asked for inverse cosine, where was that defined from? Okay, so 0 to 180, right? So if I ask you for inverse cosine, you're going to do this. And you're going to give me an answer from here to here. Okay? And then inverse tangent was, again, negative 90 to 90. You're going to do this. So here's inverse sine, inverse cosine, inverse tangent. Okay? I'm going to give you the ratio. You're going to give me the angle in either degrees or radians. Okay? So I have your yellow unit circle sitting there because it's very important. Let's give these a shot. Okay? So example 1. Is evaluate the expression in radians and degrees. Cosine inverse root 3 over 2. I'm giving you the ratio, you give me the angle. I'm giving you the ratio, you give me the angle. Okay? Cosine inverse root 3 over 2. Now I'm going to cover this up with my unit circle. Max?
Yes.
Cosine inverse, where is it defined from? Where is it a function? From what to what?
0 to 180.
So cover this up, and you're looking for an angle that has cosine of positive root 3 over 2. Positive root 3 over 2.
30.
Where are we, guys?
30 degrees.
30 degrees. In radians it is?
Pi over 6.
Very good. Answer 30 pi over 6. Cosine had to be root 3 over 2. Cosine is the first number. Okay? Very good question. Letter B. Sine inverse of the number 2. Sine inverse of 2. I'm giving you the ratio, you give me the angle. I'm giving the ratio, you give me the angle. All right, Jasmine, where was sine defined from? Where's sine inverse defined from? I'm ready to cover. From your notes. Go look at your sine graph and look what we wrote underneath it. On your graph. In your notes. Cover it up. We're looking for sine, which is the second number, to be positive 2. Where is that, guys? Nowhere. Why is that? How high does the sine function go up to? Yeah. So is it ever going to be positive 2? No. Not possible. I gave you a trick question, Jasmine. Letter C, tan inverse. Negative root 3. Mason, from your notes, where is tan inverse defined? Mason, from your notes, where is tan inverse defined? I look like I'm raising my hand, don't I? I'm waiting to cover. Which is here to here. So I'm looking for a tangent of negative root 3. Well, here I see positive root 3. Okay? So, Brianna, oh no, I'm looking for Hannah. Hannah, where's negative root 3? Reflect it. Reflect it over the x-axis.
So it'll be down here.
Uh-huh.
So it'll be
What degrees?
so we're from 60 degrees.
Take this angle, reflect it down into the fourth quadrant. Where does it land on? How many? Yes, it's right here. So guys, let me ask you this. Is 300 degrees between negative 90 and positive 90? Is the number 300 in between there? No, it's not. So we cannot call this 300. So if we can't measure it going counterclockwise, what would we call it going clockwise? Negative 60. Okay, very good. So negative 60, or negative in radians. What is negative 60 in radians? Pi over 3. Very good. Now, on your calculator, you should be able to find sine inverse, cosine inverse, tangent inverse. It is a second function. Can everybody find that button on their calculator? Sine inverse, cosine inverse, tangent inverse. Okay? And we're going to put by that only used to find angle measures. If you know how to do SOHCAHTOA, These are going to be so easy for you. Okay? All right. Example 1 is what is the measure of an angle in the triangle shown? So what is the measure of theta in the triangle? This is going to be so easy, guys, because your calculator does the work. All right, so we have a right triangle. We have theta up top. We have 6 and 11. Okay? So what is the measure of the theta angle? So very easy. All we have to do is use SOHCAHTOA. So I'm going to put my finger on the angle. Mason, from my finger, I know what word, and I know what word. Go ahead. And from SOHCAHTOA, adjacent and hypotenuse? Cosine. Very good. So cosine of theta equals 6 over 11. Okay? So this is so easy. All you have to do in your calculator is punch cosine inverse 6 over 11. And your calculator is so smart, it will give you the theta angle. Nearest tenth would be delightful. Okay, did everybody get 56.9? Yes? All right, excellent. Okay, put my finger on the angle. From the angle, Miss Maya, I know what word and I know what word. And you would like to use what for opposite and adjacent? So tan theta equals 8 over 20. So all we have to type in is tan inverse 8 over 20. All right, what did the gang get? Yes, 21.8 degrees. Yay, team.